make you think that I should calm down, and that I'm overthinking everything about you, and that we're good the way we are.
Hi, welcome to Cindy's Little House. I'm Cindy, and this is my channel, and I do homemaking things, redos, like in my bathroom today that I'm going to be doing. And I love to decorate for all the seasons, and I like to decorate just in general. And I love to clean, and I just do lots of stuff outside too. I have lots of little gardens outside that I do, and I'm trying to add to them this summer, so that'll be fun to watch. And we just got our pool all ready for summer, and so I'm gonna show that area because it's looking so much better out there. But today we got people working on my mom's apartment because the roof just went bad. It was only 3 years old. I do not know what happened to that roof, but anyway, they're coming to fix it, and there's some noise going on. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing today, though. I will show you. It's in my bathroom. Okay, so this, I'll show you up close, kind of. I've got to move some of this stuff out of the way. But this is a peel and stick backsplash. I really liked it. And when I say I liked it is because when it was white, I thought it was soaking the color from the backing through, but that's not what's happening. I don't really know what's happening with it, but my thought is maybe because it's white. See how it's white? Okay, this is the part I've already taken down. I kind of started over here to see what was under there because I couldn't really remember, but this used to be right here a built-in toothbrush holder, and this was a built-in soap holder. Why can I not think of that? And I still have one in my other bathroom because we didn't take it down, because when we took it down and we patched all this, it does not look good. So it has to be covered. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is take all of this down. I'm going to sand. That's why I've got this towel here. It's an old towel. I'm going to sand all this the best I can because it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay. And then I'm going to use this white chalk paint, because chalk paint, it's not going to be hard for me to put sticky on top of that. It's going to stay very well. And let me show you what I'm going to put up here. Okay. This, okay, it goes that way. It is the same style, but it's green. And actually, these, to me, these look a little bit bigger, but it could be because they are green. And it's not the green that's over here on the thing. It's this green, which I don't even know what you call that. That's not really sage. And it's maybe a moss green. It's definitely not emerald or any of those colors, but anyway, I think it looks good with the black. And you know, I'm the one that doesn't put a lot of color in my house. I like to stick to neutrals, but you know what, I don't know, I saw this green and I thought that green, gray, and black, it gives it a pop of something, and it's only going to be, you know, this big. So anyway, I'm going to work on that. And then after I get that done, don't know how long that's going to take me, I'm also going to work on this countertop because it's painted black. I'm moving the stuff. And I put my steam, what's it called? Steam Shot. I set it here, my own fault, and now I've got this little spot here. So I'm going to have to sand a little bit. I'm going to sand the whole thing probably, and then clean it up, and then I'm going to repaint the whole thing black. Let that, you know, do overnight, and then I'm going to put a matte finish on top of that to, you know, keep it in there. But it may take 2 days for it to dry. I'm just really not sure how long. I can't remember how long. I know I waited at least 1 day in between. So, all right, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to start with just taking it down.
And I still wonder where you are, and if you found a way out from the dark. The stories I've been told, they never seem to leave my mind. And this road that I am on, I gotta stay here for some time. Bruises, they come and they go, and we have to try and keep up, 'cause this life's so much more. Ooh, and I still wonder where you are. Ooh, if you found a way out, come seek me out.
So now I have the old backsplash off. I'm using this little tool to get off the excess because some of it did kind of stick a little bit up in the border up there, and so I'm trying to get that out. And that is wood. The border around it is wood, and I'm just gonna put the green right up on top of it, when I get ready for that. But after I get all this down, I'm going to sand it, and then I'm going to paint it with chalk paint, because everything will stick to chalk paint. Now, I could use a regular paint. It wouldn't have to be chalk paint or whatever, but I just know that chalk paint, once you put that up there and let it dry and you stick something to it, it's gonna give a good stick. So that's why I use that. Now what's on my walls is a satin finish white, and the chalk paint is white also, but it's not a satin finish. So satin finish is easy to wipe off and clean and all that, but chalk paint is great for sticking something to it. So that's what we're gonna do. After I get all of the pieces off, I'm going to sand it with just a hand little block sander, because I'm not bringing in the big dogs to do this. The big sander, there's no reason for it. It's not that bad. Just some of the wall did come off, and not even the wall really. It was just previous paint. So I don't need to sand it like crazy. But anyway, we're going to get that done, get it painted, and then we'll move on to the next step.
You know it still hurts a little bit, but not that much. 'Cause if you want somebody else, who am I to judge? I met you in the summer. When you left it was cold. Said we loved one another. Guess that we were wrong. I met you in the summer. Our love was out of control. I've been going crazy without you. I'm so alone. I met you in the I'm standing in a corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh. I don't know what it is about you. It must be in the way you move. Just say you want me to. We've got nothing to lose. You're looking so old. You're looking so old. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. Just say the word and we can leave this place. I'll take you anywhere you want. As long as we're together, everything we'll do. You got me going, oh, you got me going, oh. Now I'm moving closer to you, and it's getting dark in this room. Tell me what you wanna do. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love you, let me love you. Baby, let me love you, let me love you. Let me love, baby, let me love you. When I look in your eyes, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It's almost like you make me fly. And when I look at you smile, I don't know how, but it feels like I'm drunk on you. It feels like I'm drunk on you.
So this project is a very low budget project because first of all, I already had this paint, and most people do have like some chalk paint around their house, especially white, because we use that probably more than anything. But also this chalk paint, I mean, you can get it at Walmart fairly cheap. So anyway, I did have to buy the black paint though for the countertop. But what I did was the new little trick I had learned, that you could buy a sample. So I bought the sample of the interior black because I didn't realize I had ran out of, I had the exterior out in the shed, but I did not have the interior. And you can't use exterior inside. They say it's got a lot more smell and chemicals in it that you don't want inside your house. So anyway, I ended up going and getting that, so I did spend money on that, but it was like $6 for the sample, and I didn't need much of it for this countertop because it was already black. I was really just sanding down and covering up that spot that I made with my steamer, which, I'm so mad at myself for doing that because I know better. But you know what? We know better sometimes, and then we just forget at the moment, and that's what happened. So that's why I'm having to redo it. But that's okay, because you know what? That just makes it that much better. You know, a new coat on there, there's nothing wrong with that. Now I'm going to be starting, and these sticky things were hard to get the backs off of, by the way, but I'm starting with these peel and stick, and that's what I had up there before from Walmart, and the packages are like $10. I thought I only needed one package, but it turns out I needed two, so that's another $20, and so far really just $26 for this area. So I think that was the final total, actually, because I did use caulking but I always have white caulking and clear caulking, and I actually have some black caulking. So I had no problem with having caulking around because I use it a lot for things, baseboards, stuff like that. I like things to look really nice when I'm painting baseboards again or something like that. And then I also like to seal my windows with it, and so I just have it, not seal the window, but like where it's supposed to have the caulking, you know, at the bottom, not where you pull the window up with, but down at the very bottom. So anyway, now my husband's kind of helping me because going around all this the little outlet and everything was kind of getting on my nerves. Anyway, he helped me out with that, so I was grateful. And you have to let the chalk paint dry. I think I let the chalk paint dry overnight, I'm pretty sure. And also the black paint on the countertop needs to, before you put the polyurethane on it, make sure in water, polyurethane that's water-based, make sure you wait 24 hours before you put it on there, because if you don't, it's going to get water in it, you know, from the air, and it's not going to work out very well. So keep clean, dry space. We did not use this sink at all, turn it on or anything while I had paint and polyurethane around here. So that's just a good tip. And these little peel and stick tiles, easy to cut. You can cut them with regular scissors, but if you have something that's a lot sharper and easier to cut with, and you have a mat, that's probably a good idea too. But you can also just cut them with scissors.
Tell you, you see it in my eyes. I wanna travel, let's drive into the sunrise. Where your heart is where I wanna lie. Just wanna love you like I do on my own. Yeah, this is what it's about when it's just you and I, and the stars in the sky and the heart of the motor. So much better off alone. If I could live all my life tonight, we're living on the road. I wouldn't die, 'cause there's nothing I want more. I wanna stay by your side, yeah, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you think you know. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. 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 If I could live all my life tonight, we're living on the road. I wouldn't die, 'cause there's nothing I want more. I wanna stay by your side, yeah, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you think you know. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. I wanna stay by your side, yeah, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you think you know. Tick tock, the clock keeps ticking. I don't know what I should do, and I wish you would be right here with me. My mind is filled with pictures of when we used to dance, but now I don't know where you are. I missed you so bad, won't you come back to me? I've got you in my head, you're all that I see.
So I've got almost the whole right side over here up, but I'm gonna start on the other end and work my way down to that end, because I'm not sure what's gonna happen when I get to the end. But what is going to happen, because I already know, is I'm gonna have to cut little squares to put in there, and that's gonna work out. Now, there were some spots that I was not happy with, and I ended up taking them down and redoing them because I had plenty of leftover peel and stick. And so anyway, I did redo. I think it's down there kind of by the light switch is where I did it, but most of it I was having a hard time getting the backing off. If you don't have the exact spot of the backing, it will not come off easy. Now, the front has like a clear plasticky film or whatever on it. It comes off super easy, but the backing of this with, you know, all the sticky that's on it, because it's very sticky, I don't know why, but the back is hard to get off, and the front, it just comes right off. But what I did was I just waited till I got it up there, and then I would pull it off, the front part. And I think my husband pulled it off before he put down his. But to me, it was a lot better to do it that way, and I'll tell you why. Because these are considered gel peel and stick tiles. That means they're kind of squishy, right? And so if you don't take off the clear part until after you get it up there, you don't have to put your hands all over it a lot, the squishy part. And to me, you know, less smushing of the hands on it, you know, the better. So, because, you know, you don't want your prints all over it either. But I will say, after it's been up there a while, I wipe it down just like it's real tile, and I have not had any problems. The only problem I had was the last ones were white, and they absorbed what was behind it. And I'm not even sure why it did that. But since I have the green, I'm hoping that it won't do that. And plus, I did, you know, paint the chalk paint back there. So there's really nothing for it to absorb this time.
So I didn't feel a single thing. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to
So this is where I started painting the countertop with the black, and I just kind of ignored the rest of the backsplash because I had to order it, and Walmart's bringing it to me actually, and it was not going to come until later. So I'm going to end up starting tomorrow to do the other part. And so if I went ahead and did the black, it could dry overnight for sure and not be in the way of me putting up the last green one, the green tile. So anyway, this actually worked out great too, because I had sanded with my block sander that little circle that was over there, and it pretty much just kind of went away. But of course you did need to paint over it because you could see where it was sanded. But as soon as I painted over it, it just looks brand new again. So I definitely would, if anybody wants to change their countertops because they hate them, or they're just obscene color, or or just don't match anything in your bathroom or kitchen or whatever. I don't know if I do this in my kitchen though. I'll tell you that. Because I got a lot of counter space, and it would probably be a little bit of upkeep in a kitchen. And especially since I set something down that was warm that made that spot, I'm like, I wouldn't want to do that in my kitchen. A lot more people are in my kitchen than just me. So anyway, now I'm going to get, this is like the next day, and I'm going to get the backsplash put on. Or this might have been later on that night. No, I think it was the next day. So here we go. We're going to get it all finished.
Tripping over your time, but you look so amazing, and we can be so much more than who we are, so much more than who we are. We can knee deep in while the world just falls apart at the rise above it all, and we can, and we can be so much more than who we are, so much more. To be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free, and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. You can. Put your head down, be a little wilder, baby, kick your shoes up.
So I am at the tricky part. I'm way down at the end of the corner, and I've got to make it match pretty good down here. And I ended up getting it matched, and then I did do caulking. Some of the caulking came off at the bottom when I was pulling off the last tiles that I was trying to take off. So anyway, I had to re-caulk, but that's not a big deal to me because I caulk all the time. It's really not, and I didn't even need that much. And I feel like because this is a color, that the actual tile looks more realistic than the white did, because the white was like all white, right? This has got white in between the green, and I think it's looking nice. Green and gray and black do all go together very well, so I'm glad of it. I tend to go so neutral on things that color, I'm not scared of color, but I'm afraid of color being something that won't last long. That's always my problem. I don't want to be redoing everything all the time, things that I've already done. So I tend to go with neutral colors just so it's easier, to match up other things with it. But I think the green, this color green, is definitely a neutral green.
You, I know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you here with me. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I don't need another love. Yeah. We do this every day. We do this love for life. You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style, the way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life.
Well, I'm down to doing the caulking, and luckily I don't have to do the whole entire thing. It was just one little piece that came off when I pulled off the old tile, and so I wanted to freshen that back up, but the other looked pretty good. And then there was a couple of spots like in the corner, it needed it, and so I just did it where it needed it and didn't worry about the rest. So anyway, I don't mind doing caulking, and actually I love to do the caulking because afterwards it just looks so pretty and so finished. Oh, by the way, the trim that's around the green, I had it white on white, before, and then now it's white on green. Well, I did consider painting that, but I was imagining painting it black in my mind, and I didn't like it in my mind, so I don't think I would like it in person. And then once I got my black mirror back up there, I definitely didn't want black up there. It would be too much black up there, in my opinion. Also, I didn't show me changing out my I've got like a little tree. What is that kind of tree? It's a olive tree that I have above my cabinet in here in the bathroom, and I did show the new one, which is black, but the old one was black and white, and it was a lot bigger, and to me it was swallowing that plant. I love that pot. It's a pretty pot, and it did go in here, but I found a smaller one that was black. I got at Ross, and it ended up only being like $6. It was a really good price, and so I just went ahead and got that because I know I'll use that even if I don't use it in the bathroom all the time, because I change it up a lot. Then I could use it anywhere else, because the colors at my house it all goes together. That's one reason why I do it that way. It's easy to move one decor to the next room, or use this decor this month and next month using it in a different room or a different month. So anyway, that's why I keep things kind of, in the gray, white, black, and now I've got green tones. This is my big mirror that I'm wiping down, and oh my goodness, it has some dust at the top that I was missing. So I cleaned it up really good, and then I thought I could put it back up myself. Nope, my husband ended up doing it for me, but I think everything turned out great, so you'll get to see the end product in just a minute. Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my bathroom fix up that I did in here. A little bit of a makeover, and I'm enjoying the green. I wasn't sure if I was going to, because I like it kind of neutral, but the green is very neutral with the black and the gray, and so I am really liking it. So if you like these kind of videos, like and subscribe, and come back to see me at Cindy's Little House. Thank you for coming.